In DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere.
God damn.
Tank was the first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a prominent figure in professional boxing, has recently addressed his separation from longtime trainer Calvin Ford. This development has garnered significant attention within the boxing community, given the duo's long-standing partnership and the pivotal role Ford played in Davis's ascent in the sport.
Y'all don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean? Y'all don't know. Calvin is Pops. He ain't going nowhere. I got that nigga tatted on me. This shit is life. Loyalty over everything. So just, you know?
Born on November 7, 1994 in Baltimore, Maryland, Gervonta Davis emerged from a challenging upbringing to become one of boxing's most formidable talents. Under the mentorship of Calvin Ford, Davis honed his skills at the Upton Boxing Center, achieving an impressive amateur record of 221-5. Turning professional at 18, he quickly gained recognition for his power and agility, securing multiple world championships in different weight classes. Under Ford's tutelage, Davis excelled as an amateur boxer, amassing an extraordinary record of 221 wins and only 5 losses. This success set the stage for his transition to professional boxing in 2013. Davis quickly made a name for himself with his explosive power, earning early knockouts and drawing comparisons to legends like Mike Tyson. Davis's professional career has been nothing short of spectacular. As of 2024, he boasts an undefeated record and has won world titles across multiple weight classes, including super featherweight, lightweight, and super lightweight. His pay-per-view bouts against high-profile opponents like Ryan Garcia and Leo Santa Cruz solidified his status as one of boxing's biggest stars. Calvin Ford, a respected figure in the boxing world, is known for his dedication to nurturing young talent in Baltimore. His mentorship of Davis began when Davis was just 7 years old, providing not only boxing training but also guidance and support amidst the challenges of inner-city life. Ford's influence was instrumental in shaping Davis's career, both inside and outside the ring. Ford's coaching style is rooted in a deep understanding of the sweet science of boxing. He emphasized technical precision, footwork, and defensive skills, which complemented Davis's natural power and athleticism. Their collaboration was a perfect synergy of raw talent and strategic mastery.
Dude, remember I said, Tank, my money running out. He just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that,
It's still...
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. The rest is history.
Calvin Ford's influence on Davis extended far beyond the boxing gym. A former convict who turned his life around, Ford became a pillar of the Baltimore community, using boxing as a tool to steer young people away from crime. His story was even the inspiration for the character Dennis "Cuddy" Wise in the acclaimed TV series The Wire. For Davis, Ford was more than a trainer. He was a guiding force who provided structure and discipline during a tumultuous upbringing. Ford's belief in Davis's potential was unwavering, and he played a pivotal role in shaping him into a world champion. Calvin Ford's influence on Gervonta Davis went far beyond the traditional trainer role. In many ways, Ford served as a surrogate father for Davis, who grew up without a strong paternal presence. Ford provided structure and stability during a tumultuous childhood, helping Davis navigate a path filled with challenges, from poverty to the temptations of street life.
Tank, when you first met Calvin, the first time you met him, what do you remember at age 7?
When I met him, I think he brushed me off because he had a fight on. He had a fight on right there. I think he brushed me off.
He was a baby.
I was a baby.
He was a baby. No, but guess what? When he got around me, how did that treat you?
Yeah.
He used to be in the gym, and man, I still hear his screaming voice in my head.
Yeah, we was all kids. Like everybody that came up with us, is still with us. We came up as like kids. Even Coach Kenny been around for a while. This the coach that I was telling you about. Like all the fighters that came before me, and I watched them cuss, even me. But I watched them cuss a lot of fighters out and tell them about the streets. And
The bond they shared was deeply personal, rooted in a mutual understanding of struggle. Ford often spoke about how his own experiences in prison shaped his approach to mentoring young men like Davis. As Davis matured, his relationship with Ford naturally evolved. The dynamic shifted from one of strict mentorship to a more collaborative partnership. However, as Davis's career progressed, it became increasingly clear that their visions for the future were diverging. This is a common phenomenon in sports, where the pressures of success can sometimes strain even the strongest relationships. Davis's decision to part ways with Ford may be seen as an attempt to assert his independence and take full control of his career. While the split is bittersweet, it also represents an opportunity for Davis to step into a new phase of personal and professional growth. In early January 2024, reports surfaced that Calvin Ford had been arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon in Nevada. According to TalkSport, Ford was taken into custody by Baltimore police and was awaiting transfer to Nevada to face the charges. Following Ford's arrest, Gervonta Davis announced a professional separation from his longtime trainer. Davis expressed his respect for Ford but emphasized the need to focus on his career and personal growth during this period. He stated, "I've always respected Calvin and what he's done for my career, but at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for me and my team."
Champion, five-time world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing, if not one of the faces. His longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, uncle, father figure, and Coach Calvin Ford. Now we know Coach Calvin Ford has been arrested recently. Over the past week, he has been arrested. And now more details are surfacing as he's still detained. And Coach Calvin is in some very hot water, according to these accusations, allegedly. So he's been detained, he's been arrested, and he's been in jail ever since. And you hear his partner, longtime partner, training partner, and his assistant trainer, Coach Kenny Ellis, and his fighters, they keep saying free Coach Calvin, so on and so forth.
The split from Ford marks a significant transition in Davis's career. While the full impact remains to be seen, Davis has expressed confidence in his ability to continue his success in the ring. He remains focused on his upcoming bouts and is determined to maintain his status as one of boxing's top competitors. The professional separation between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford signifies the end of a notable chapter in both their careers. As Davis continues his journey in boxing, the influence of Ford's mentorship will remain a significant part of his story. The boxing community will undoubtedly watch closely to see how this development influences Davis's future performances and career trajectory.
I gotta ask you, I know a guy that you always said we gave him that star. I know you want to take it away. He got upset. His thoughts on Pitbull Raya. What's your thoughts on that one? It still could be made. I think it's still marketable. Because some people say that Pitbull won. They're saying that it was a robbery.
No, the guy clearly beat Pitbull. Pitbull knows it. Man, it took a little bit of fire out of it. You know what I'm saying? Again, Pitbull had a nice little run going, what he doing, So right now we just figure it out. Who's next?
Do it add to the fire that Tanker might go up and get the 140 strap against Raya?
Like I said, anything is possible.
In the wake of Ford's legal troubles, Davis made the difficult decision to part ways with his longtime trainer. While Davis has not publicly criticized Ford, his statements suggest a pragmatic approach to the situation. In an interview, Davis explained, "This is a tough moment for everyone involved, but I have to keep my focus on the ring. I owe it to myself, my fans, and my family to stay on track." The split has raised questions about the dynamics within Davis's broader team. Ford was not only a trainer, but also a cornerstone of Davis's support system. Replacing such an influential figure will undoubtedly be a challenging task. both professionally and personally. In 2017, Davis won his first world title by defeating Jose Pedraza for the IBF super featherweight belt. Ford's game plan was instrumental in this victory, showcasing Davis's ability to adapt and dominate. Ford was by Davis's side as he transitioned into a pay-per-view star, headlining blockbuster events that attracted millions of viewers. Davis's career has not been without its challenges, including legal issues and public scrutiny. Through it all, Ford remained a steady presence, providing guidance and support. Despite their professional separation, Davis has expressed his respect and gratitude for Ford. "Calvin will always be a part of my journey," Davis said. "I wouldn't be where I am today without him, and I hope for the best for him moving forward." Davis's next step will be to identify a new trainer who can fill the void left by Ford. This decision will be critical, as the trainer will play a significant role in shaping Davis's strategy and preparation for future fights. Potential candidates may include established names in boxing or emerging trainers with innovative approaches. The lightweight division remains one of the most competitive in boxing, with potential opponents such as Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Vasily Lomachenko. Davis's ability to maintain his dominance in the division will depend on his adaptability and the strength of his new training team. As Davis enters the prime of his career, his focus will likely shift towards cementing his legacy as one of the greatest boxers of his generation. Achieving this goal will require not only skill and dedication, but also resilience in the face of change. The professional separation between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford marks the end of an era in boxing. Their partnership was a testament to the power of mentorship and the transformative potential of sports. While the reasons for the split are complex, it is clear that both Davis and Ford will continue to make their mark on the sport in their respective ways. For Davis, this moment represents an opportunity for growth and reinvention. For Ford, it is a chance to reflect on his impact as a trainer and mentor. Together, they have created a legacy that will be remembered as one of the most successful partnerships in modern boxing. The road ahead for Gervonta Davis will be filled with both challenges and opportunities. As he navigates this new chapter, his journey will serve as a reminder of the resilience and determination that have defined his career. For fans and observers alike, the split with Calvin Ford offers a poignant moment to reflect on the bonds that shape athletes and the enduring spirit of the sport they love.
My hands, before I go see Tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. I gotta make sure my hands is right, cause I don't dumb him down with his punches. I let him do it. You know what I'm saying? And he get to a point, you alright? You alright? Yeah. Nigga, work. I just feel sorry for them guys that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went out.
Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford have officially parted ways, ending a long-standing partnership that began in Davis's youth. Davis confirmed the split during an Instagram live session, describing it as a mutual decision. In a recent interview, Ford provided insights into the reasons behind their separation, emphasizing that the decision was made in the best interest of both parties. This development has generated significant discussion within the boxing community, with various platforms analyzing the potential impact on Davis's career and speculating about his future training arrangements. As Davis prepares for upcoming bouts, including a potential fight against Lamont Roach, the focus shifts to how this change in his training team will influence his performance in the ring. The split between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. It is a story of triumph, adversity, and the inevitable changes that come with personal and professional growth. Their partnership, which spanned nearly 2 decades, shaped Davis into the boxing powerhouse he is today. However, as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end.
So can you confirm or deny Lamont Roach would be the backup?
No, Lamont Roach and Tank got a history together, an amateur history where they went back and forth as amateurs. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad fight.
In this expanded narrative, we will dive deeper into the personal dynamics of their relationship, examine the ripple effects of their split, and explore the broader context of mentorship in boxing. We'll also analyze how the separation could redefine both Davis's career trajectory and Ford's role in the sport. Calvin Ford first noticed Gervonta Davis as a fiery young boy with raw talent and an unrelenting drive. Ford, who had turned his life around after serving time in prison, was determined to use boxing as a means to uplift youth in Baltimore. Davis stood out immediately, not just for his skills, but for his tenacity and willingness to put in the work. Ford often recounted how Davis would show up early and stay late, sometimes skipping meals to spend more time in the gym. He had the heart of a lion even back then, Ford once said. You could see it in his eyes. He wanted more out of life, and boxing was his ticket.
One hand, he came in the corner at the 6th round and said, my hand is hurting.
If you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it. And he done it. Y'all got to give this young man his props. Man, he come in day in and day out. And you hear him keep saying, he fight who they put in front of him. And we don't turn down nothing but our callers. So whatever they say to do, we're going to get the job done. That's the blue-collar way.
The streets of Baltimore were unforgiving, and Davis's journey to success was anything but smooth. Ford acted as a stabilizing force, helping Davis navigate a world fraught with distractions and dangers. From ensuring that Davis stayed in school to mentoring him through personal struggles, Ford was there every step of the way. Their relationship extended beyond the ring. Ford often played the role of a father figure, offering guidance on matters that had little to do with boxing. This dynamic created a bond that many believed was unbreakable. While the immediate catalyst for their split appears to be Calvin Ford's legal troubles, insiders suggest that the decision was also influenced by long-standing professional tensions. As Davis's career skyrocketed, the pressure to maintain his status as a global superstar increased. This pressure may have led to disagreements about training methods, fight strategies, or the overall direction of Davis's career. In an Instagram Live session, Davis addressed the split, stating, "I'll always respect Calvin for what he's done for me. But sometimes you have to make tough decisions to move forward. It's all love at the end of the day." Ford echoed these sentiments in an interview, describing their decision as what's best for both of us at this point in time. The news of their separation has sparked widespread debate among fans and analysts. Some view it as a necessary step for Davis to evolve as a fighter, while others worry that the absence of Ford's guidance could negatively affect his performance. Critics have also pointed out that Ford's legal troubles might overshadow his contributions to the sport. However, many in the boxing community have rallied behind Ford, emphasizing the positive impact he has had on countless young athletes. For Davis, the immediate priority is finding a new trainer who can seamlessly integrate into his team. The choice of trainer will be critical in determining his ability to adapt to upcoming challenges, particularly as he faces increasingly skilled opponents. Known for his work with Manny Pacquiao, Roach is a seasoned veteran who could bring a wealth of experience to Davis's corner. A former world champion-turned-trainer, McGirt is known for his ability to refine fighters' techniques and strategies. A no-nonsense coach with a reputation for building champions, Goosen could be a strong candidate for the role. Davis's future opponents will test not only his skills, but also his ability to adapt to a new training dynamic. Rumors suggest that his next fight could be against a top contender like Shakur Stevenson or a rematch with Ryan Garcia. These bouts will require Davis to be at his absolute best both physically and mentally. Ford's immediate focus will be on resolving his legal issues, but his long-term plans likely include continuing his work at the Upton Boxing Center. Even without Davis, Ford has a strong stable of fighters who look up to him for guidance and inspiration. The split between Davis and Ford shines a light on the crucial role mentorship plays in boxing. The sport is filled with stories of transformative partnerships. These relationships often extend beyond the gym, shaping not just fighters' careers but their lives. While mentorships can be incredibly rewarding, they are not without challenges. As fighters grow and achieve success, their needs and priorities often change. This evolution can create tension, as trainers and fighters may struggle to align their visions for the future. Successful partnerships in boxing often hinge on adaptability. Trainers must be willing to evolve with their fighters, while fighters must remain open to feedback and guidance. The split between Davis and Ford serves as a reminder of how difficult it can be to maintain this balance over time. Davis's immediate focus is on solidifying his status as one of the greatest boxers of his generation. With his sights set on unifying titles and possibly moving up in weight class, he has little room for error. The choice of his next trainer will be a defining moment in his career. Gervonta Davis's career trajectory has been nothing short of extraordinary. With an undefeated record and multiple world championships across different weight classes, he is widely regarded as one of the most exciting fighters of his generation. His combination of power, speed, and charisma has made him a fan favorite and a top draw in the sport. The split with Ford adds an intriguing layer to Davis's story. As he moves forward, he faces the challenge of maintaining his dominance while navigating the complexities of a new training environment.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the pound for pound? Anui deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Tank Davis? I mean, he deserves to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
because he was affiliated with me.
As the current undisputed lightweight champion, Haney represents a major challenge for Davis. A fight between the two would be a high-stakes battle for supremacy in the division. Known for his technical prowess and defensive mastery, Stevenson would test Davis's ability to adapt against a highly skilled opponent. A former unified lightweight champion with explosive power, Lopez would be a thrilling matchup for Davis, both stylistically and competitively. Each of these fights would not only solidify Davis's legacy, but also elevate the sport of boxing by pitting its best talents against one another. Ford's legacy as a trainer is secure, but his impact on the sport is far from over. Whether through mentoring young fighters or collaborating with established professionals, Ford is likely to remain a significant figure in the boxing world. The relationship between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford highlights the evolving nature of mentorship in sports. What begins as a deeply paternal dynamic often shifts as athletes grow and develop their own identities. This evolution is natural, but it can also lead to tension as both parties adjust to new roles. The split between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford is a poignant moment in boxing history. It marks the end of a partnership that not only produced championship success but also symbolized the power of mentorship and perseverance. As both men embark on new chapters, their stories will continue to inspire fans and athletes alike. For Davis, the decision to part ways with Ford was undoubtedly difficult. It required balancing loyalty to a longtime mentor with a desire for personal and professional growth. This balancing act is a common challenge for athletes, particularly those who achieve success at a young age. Both Davis and Ford face the challenge of adapting to life after their partnership. For Davis, this means finding a new trainer who can build on the foundation Ford established. For Ford, it means continuing to mentor young fighters while navigating the complexities of his legal situation. For Gervonta Davis, this is a chance to grow and redefine his career. For Calvin Ford, it is an opportunity to reflect on his contributions and build a lasting legacy. Together, they have left an indelible mark on the sport they love.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Even without Davis, Calvin Ford remains a vital figure in the boxing community. At the Upton Boxing Center, he continues to work with young fighters, many of whom view him as a role model and father figure. Ford's ability to transform raw talent into championship-caliber athletes is a testament to his skill and dedication as a trainer. Ford's current legal challenges present a significant obstacle, but they are unlikely to define his legacy. His story is one of redemption, and many in the boxing world believe he will overcome this latest hurdle. Ford's resilience and unwavering commitment to his fighters ensure that his influence on the sport will endure.
Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year. Yeah. His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford's split? Do you think this is the right move for Davis's career, or will the absence of Ford's mentorship create challenges in the ring? Let us know your perspective in the comments below.